Hey guys, welcome back to Chemchris TV. In this video, we are going to talk about what's nomenclature of the ether, both the common name and the IUPAC what's name. And I'm going to give you simple steps you can use, simple step and trick you can use to name compounds like this. So if nomenclature of the ether is still your issue, then just consider staying to the end of this video, because by the end of this video, I'll show you that you should be able to name everything you see related to nomenclature of ether. Do you get that? But if you have not watched our previous video on nomenclature of the alkane, alkene, alkyne, and alkanol, there will be a link at the description below that will take you to those videos, right? So let's get started. We're going to start with the common name. Do you get that? So we are going to start with the simple one here. But what I want to understand is that the common name of nomenclature of the ether actually has a limit to where it can take you to. But you should still need to understand it very well. Now when you talk about ether, now let me give you a brief introduction to what ether. Now ether has a functional group of what? O. You get? So when it's something like O connected to what? Two alkyl group, it's called what? Ether. Called what? Ether. So when it's something like this, you can call it what? Ether. So like what we are seeing here, here we have a methyl group and a methyl group attached to this oxygen here. So this oxygen you want ether. Methyl, ether. Because the two methyl are because we have two same alkyl group. So you cannot call it methyl ether. So it can be what? Dimethyl ether. You get dimethyl what? Ether. You get? Now this one here, two ethyl group attached to what this oxygen here, right? So it's going to be ether. So it's going to be what? Diethyl ether. You get? So what about this one here? We have what? Methyl and what? Ethyl. So E will come before what? N in alphabetical order. So it's going to be what? Ethyl, methyl, ether. You get? So that is name. What about this one here? Here we have what? A propyl group and what? Ethyl group. E will come before what? P in alphabetical order. So it's going to be what? Ethyl, propyl, ether. You get? Then what about this one here? So here we have, this one is called iso. Propyl. And here we have what? Ethyl. Right? E will come for what? I. So going to be what? Ethyl, propyl, what? Ether. This is how to name the common name of what? Ether. Do you that? Now, but if you want to what? Name it of IUPAC system. So that is where you now need to understand the nomenclature of what? Of the alkane. You get? Before you can start naming what? Ether in the nomenclature in the IUPAC system. Now you need to familiarize yourself with what? The alkoxy group. The alkoxy group are just like what? The alkyl group, which are used as what? Substituent. Now whenever you see the alkyl group, they are mainly used as what? As substituent, like what? The methyl, the ethyl, the propyl, and the butyl. Just like the way you have been saying in the words in our nomenclature naming. Do you get? Alkoxy group is actually what derived from there. So that the only difference is that oxygen is now attached to the RO here. And the name, you remove what? The YL and play what? OXY. So if you want to get the alkoxy group from here, you remove what? The YL and put what? OXY. So here we now go to what? Methoxy. Right there, methoxy. Now you still got to have this out here, which was this CH2 here, but also you got be attached to it. So you have CH2O. You get? So oxygen now attached to it. Can you see that? Next is what? The ethyl. Now if you want to name it, tell what? The alkoxy group. Now the YL now will change to what? OXY. Right? So you're going to go to what? Ethoxy. You get? So now what the formula, you just have to what? Add oxygen to it. So you're going to be CH2 oxygen. You get? So you can live like this. You get? Next is what? Propyl. Remove this YL and change to OXY. I want opposing. So we now going to go CH3, CH2, CH2. What's here? The last one called butoxy. So here we have what CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2. So these are now what substances you can use in what in nomenclature what. Now let's name this one here. This is what the IUPAC what nomenclature. Now normally if you want to name someone in the word common name, here's what the methyl, right? Here we have what butyl, right? And here's what is the ether. So it's going to be butyl, methyl what ether. You get butyl, methyl, ether. You get now, but I tell you that there's a limit in which what this one can what take you to. So that's why you can now what master what the IUPAC what nomenclature. You get now if you want to use that one here to name so here, you find that you start out what difficulties what in naming it. So that's why you must master what the IUPAC what name. So if for example now you want to use the IUPAC system now to name the stuff, how you go to that? Therefore, you are going to use what the arcane. So that is the reason why if you have not watched the nomenclature of the arcane, it's very important you go watch that video. I've done series of video on nomenclature of the arcane. You get. See when you have something like this, you take what the carbon chain that contain what small carbon atom. There are two chains here. We have this guy, and you have what this chain here, right? Now these two chains are being disjointed by this oxygen here. You get. So the chain there is what more carbon atom will not be what the parent what chain. Now this one have what one carbon, this one have what 4 carbon. So this one now going to be what the parent what chain. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you get that? So that the name of this guy, the parent chain is going to be what butane. You get butane. Now because this one is the parent chain, automatically this one will now become what a substituent. And when this one is regarded as substituent, it's called the alkoxy. You do that. And the name of this guy in the alkoxy will be called what? Methoxy, like what we have seen. You get that? So remember, in the nomenclature system of the arcane, now this position of the substituent must have the lowest possible number because here we have this one here we have this one here. Just like now this one here, just like when you have BR here we have CH2, 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 CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you get that? Now the bromines are what carbon number 1. Do you get that? This one is also the same thing. So yeah, the joy is called what methoxy group, so called what bromo group. So if you want to name this one here, you got to do what 1 bromo butane. You get that 1 bromo butane. Now, but we are not looking at what bromine here. We are looking at what methoxy. So now methoxy here is our position number 1. So we're going to do what 1 methoxy butane. So that is what is the name. 1 methoxy what butane. So these are two what to name it here. Now let me move over to this other one. This one is called the skeletal what structure. So what you want to put in mind is that each point represents what carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we have 5 carbon atom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here we have this substituent. Here we have what this substituent. You get. So here we call what bromo. Here we have what methoxy. Do you get methoxy? So now if you check the position of those two, if you start the number from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So carbon number 2 and carbon number 4 is what is kind of what substitute. You get. So 2 plus 4 is it will give me what 6. You get. But if I start my number from here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it also do what 2 plus 4 that will give me what 6. You get. So now which one will be the right number? You get that? Because both position gave me what 6. I'm going to sum the position of what both substituents. You get. Now, however, bromine will come here before what methoxy, right? Now because bromine will come before methoxy. Now then the number will not start from this point here. You get. So the name is now going to be what 2 bromo. Here we have what 4 what methoxy. Here we have what? Pentane. Do you that? Here we have what pentane because the chain here is that what the chain here is that what 5 carbon atom. You get. Let's name this guy here. So we are going to name this one here. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which called butane. This guy called metals because it's just a point here. So here we have what metals. So we're going to be what 1 to come back 2. That what guy what the substrate here. Remember, if I start from here, I'll come number 2. If I start from here, I'm going to have carbon number 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to have a carbon number 3. 1, 2, 3. So carbon number 2 will be the correct number. So we're going to go 2 methyl. Then here we have what butane. You get. What about this one here? We have this one here. We also have a substrate here. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get. So what will be my correct number? If I start my number from here, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count number 3 and count number 4, that will be what is kind of substrate. So 3 plus 4, I have what 7. You get. Now, but if I start my number from here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count number 2 and count number 3, that what is kind of what substrate. 2 plus 2, give me what 5. Now, my number is going to be the one that is exactly what the lowest. So this will be what my correct number. So here we have what methyl, and here we have what methyl. So E will come forward M in alphabetical order, right? So now we go to what 3 what methyl. Okay, 3 methyl. The what 2 what methyl. The what? Oh, here we have what pentane. You get. So that is name. Here we have 1, 2, 3. Here we have 1, 2, 2. These are just like 3 carbon here. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon. It's okay. Attach to what OCH3. Attach to what OCH3. Here we have what H and what H. H and what H. H and what and H. So this one also is the same thing with this guy here. You get. So now these two are attached to the end point. Do you get that? So in order to do what 1, 2, 3. Or I can see something new from here. To number from here, 6, 70. So going to be what 1, 3 dimethyl. Without 2 methyl, right? 1, 3 dimethyl what? Propene. So that is the name of this guy here. So now let's end this video with what cyclo what compound here, right? Remember, this one is what cyclo what pentene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could call what cyclo what pentene. Cyclo what pentene. Now this one here is called the methyl. Right? Methyl. So going to be what methyl cyclo what pentene. So going to be what methyl cyclo what pentene. That is what his name gets. Then what will be the name of this guy here? Now, here that here all you can make carbon 1. If here's my carbon 1, definitely here is going to be my carbon 2. So I'm going to have 1, 2. So going to be 1 plus 2 plus 2 is going to give me what 5, right? 1 plus 2 plus 2. Now the reason is that I can't number 1 is kind of what substrate. Coming out is kind of what substrate. So going to give me what 5. You get. But if I should start my number from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What will happen here? You're going to have what 1 plus 1 plus 2 is going to be what 4. So 4 is what correct number. You get. Now remember the cyclo compound is what cyclo what hexene. So here we have the bromo, here we have the methyl, here we have methyl. No, sorry, ethyl. So here we have what ethyl. Here Here we have what? Methyl. And here we have what? Bromo. So the name will now B come for what? E, and E come for M, for what? The parent compound. So here we have what? 1 bromo. Here we have what? 2 what? Etoxy. Here we have what? 1 what? Methyl. Sorry.